Player have to go to him after a couple of bad games sometimes and be like, all right, it's okay, we're going to get this right?
Yeah, I don't worry about Trevor. He's so mature in just his approach, his mentality, and the way he goes about things. He's already critical on himself, and so I know he's going to do everything in his power to be the best that he can be and put this team in the best position to win. So I don't worry about him at all.
Christian, do you think there was, to some extent, like with Trevor, like maybe forcing a little bit too much and not maybe taking what the defense gives you?
It's hard. When you get in games like that, it's low scoring, and we're not really in a rhythm. I think it's natural for all of us to press a little bit, and that's okay because we want to win football games, and we're all going to do individually what we can do to try to make plays and try to make things happen. And so I think at times we all were there, and so it's just on us to get back to the plan, stick into what we do best, and like I said, take what the defense gives us.
Do you worry about the confidence level around this team? Since some of the guys that have been here start that here we go again mentality could set in, do you worry about that at all?
Not at all, because we have the leaders that are here to change that, and that's unacceptable. I won't allow that. I know our captains and our leaders won't allow that, and so we're going to flush this one. We're going to get back to work, and it's behind us. There's nothing we can do about it now. But I know our goals in mind, and I know the type of guys we have on this team, and that'll be unacceptable. So we won't have that.
Did they do anything different in defending you today that maybe the Eagles didn't or the Chargers didn't?
Like I was talking earlier, they came out and ran a little bit more cover two. We weren't able to get into our vertical pass game stuff. They're a bend don't break type defense, and so they were doing a lot of just keeping everything in front, making us take the short underneath passes, and we weren't able to push the ball down the field. So they played well. They were just the better team today, and I still think we could have done a lot better executing and putting ourselves in better positions to still have an impact on the game.
Were there any in-game adjustments to try to do anything different because they came out in sort of that prevent cover two defense?
Well, we still had things in the plan, that were against cover two, and that we could still execute and be able to, have an efficient, play call. And so we just got back to our stuff and got back to our basic stuff that we know has worked and has worked against, that scheme. And so, we just didn't do a good job executing, and that's all that it came down to.
Does it get more frustrating sometimes when you guys have plays? The plays are there, or you made them, but then the drive's stymied, whether it's drops, bad throws, bad decisions, good plays defensively. I mean, does that kind of make it harder to compute because you're doing some things well, but not enough?
Yeah, it's just hard when you don't get in a rhythm. Offenses are very rhythmic, and especially this one. Earlier in the game when we got the run game going, we were going up tempo and getting the ball out on the perimeter. Kind of had the defense on their heels, but when you're behind the chains on first and second down, and you have penalties or something goes wrong, it's hard to keep that rhythm going. So that's one thing that's important for us, and I've always said it. We just got to stay in front of the chains, run the football, and eliminate all type of mistakes or penalties.
All three losses you've had